Hey guys, and welcome back to Stellaris 3.0 with me, Time and Tactics. We are playing as the Coalition of Militaria Prime. We're at war. We're at war with the Utkawongo Collective. Last time we lost that battle, if just barely. Let's take a look at the war, how things are going here. Right now we're sitting at 29% war exhaustion. They have 25. The battle itself wasn't terrible. They lost 8%, or we lost 8%, just a little bit over 8% in war exhaustion, because we lost 5 ships. They lost over 10, because they lost 14 ships. The problem, though, is that they have less attrition than we do. So over time, we will be losing this war unless we go on the offensive and basically defeat them before that happens. Now, if we don't, if we were to surrender now, what would happen would be that they would gain 100 influence, which, doesn't matter that much. But then our happiness would be reduced for 10 years by 10%. I looked this up in the wiki. Also, our influence would go down by 33%. And right now it's at 3.96. So that's not pleasant, right? I was thinking about going and, basically build up a base on Mestros. Then build up the fleet, this one here, and also this, make sure this cruiser is available, send them over here, and then what? Well, I don't think we could do too much, right? We have to go on the offensive. It's not enough to take Lisak, we have to bring it to them. I don't think we have the power to do it. So that means the only real opportunity we have here, it would be to surrender, I think. And I don't think it would be terrible. There's no claim on this system here. So let's say I surrendered at this very moment in time. I believe then Lisak would return to our command or our control. So right now it's owned by them, at Kawongo Collective. Only has 1 hit point, 1 hold point, but we would get it back. No, we would have to pay all that stuff about the influence and happiness, but still not terrible. And we would have peace. Even though it's forced peace, it would be peace for 10 years. And that would allow us to not only build us back up, maybe bring in a fleet or build up more defensive platforms, it would also allow us to do the same on Fuyi, because I'm worried about the Pashardi absorbers. If we look at Kawongo here, we can see that they are, if you go to diplomacy, they're actually hostile. So that means that they're going to be attacking us. They're going to bully us when they can. So they're going to start a war in 10 years. The Pashardi absorbers, though, there. Even though their relation with us is very poor, they're only suspicious. They're not actually hostile yet, anyway. I'm imagining that's going to change. So over time, we're going to be in war with them. I can't imagine it being any other way. And look at that. They have a construction ship in Septrum. They're going to take these two. Friction's going to go up because of the border. So we got to do something about that. The only problem we would have here, not the only problem, but if we accept defeat, we would have to take that happiness hit. And right now we're kind of skating by with happiness. Not great. Not fantastic anywhere. So we'd have to think about what we do about that. I have a few things I think we can do. So I'd say we probably go ahead and take that defeat. We'll accept this initial war as, lost, but we'll come back. We'll do that. They're going to accept it. This war was always a futile effort on your behalf, they say. None can stand against the expansion of the Kawongo Collective. The worst possible outcome. Well, it was the worst possible outcome, but still not terrible, I think. Let's see if I'm right. There's the effect. Yes, we have Lisak still. So now, Lisak has 1 hit point, but it's ours, and it's for 10 years. We'll build that back up. The whole point's going to come back online, and we're going to have the missile battery and the target up-and computer available again. So I want to take a little bit of time to think about what we can do to help out the situation. First of all, let's double check what we have in influence. 3.96. Well, I think that's because we haven't actually advanced time. Let me see here. Free dance advanced to the next month. There, yeah, 2.59. Dropping down right away. But we do have 216 points accumulated, so we can still take a few systems. I'm not too worried about that. What I'm worried about is the happiness. It dropped down to 42 here. And you can see the effect from having less than 50, 42 in this case. It's not great. Immigration push, which it's not great either, because we could have them actually leave our planets if it turns really bad. So what do? Well, we have to keep this in mind here. So we have the Quinti, and I think we have some robots here too. Maybe not as specialists. Let me just... There. Let's see here. In the worker section, don't we have a robot or two? We have one. Okay. Now, looking at G prime, what do we have here? 50. Still pretty good, right? All right. So that's not too bad. Don't think we have a negative modifier. Nope, nothing really there. Maradetta prime, though, 40%. That's where the Rothaks are. Now, the key to this is going to be to figure out what's causing our problem. We know we have a negative modifier of 10%, but is there anything else we can do about this situation? We don't want to be below 50 in our stability. Let's go check out the factions. So here we have our factions. Any green dot is good, red dot is bad. All red dots are really bad. I mean, right away we can see here the conclave of the Sacrosanct Truths is not looking good. It's led by my favorite scientist. Unfortunately, she's also... Well, her ideas don't really fit with our empire. Right now we have 12 in population. And those, 12 that follow that faction out of our population. 5 of those are on Velutaria, 5 on G Prime, and 2 on Maradetta Prime. And because they are so poor here, their approval, the happiness effect, the effect they have wherever they work, is that the happiness goes down by 40%. So really it is very difficult to work around them. One thing that works in our favor, though, is the fact that as being a spiritualist, there should only be about 14% in our empire. Right now, we have many more than that. We have 24. So I think over time, it's going to be reduced. Now, if we look at this now up here, too, if we go up to the spiritualist and wait a second, there we go, we can see the modifiers here. Will more join or leave this faction? Well, it's kind of split evenly. What we have going in our favor to get this faction reduced is that we have robots living on Velutaria. Because, as you can see, they have one of their pups that follow the conclave is living on a planet where there is a robotic pup, and there's only one, and that's on Velutaria. And we know we have 5 of them on Velutaria. So they get a negative modifier to recruiting more people, basically. So that's going to help us out quite a bit. Also, our empire has full rights for AI. We should leave that alone. That's stopping people from joining this faction. So, over time, I think it might sort itself out. But in the meantime, we don't want to have an uprising or a revolt somewhere. And I think we can start with Maradetta Prime, because we have a special situation here. You remember Maradetta Prime, where we have the Rothak come in with a colonizer, and we now have 2 of them here. Now, they came, obviously, then from the Rothak League. I cannot remember what they are called. Rothak Republic. So, what faction do they belong to? The Conclave, both of them. And that's what's causing a problem here. 35% happiness. Colony is bringing it up. They're being humiliated. Well, we lost the war. That's our negative modifier that we got from accepting surrender. And then very low faction approval. If we didn't have that, the high amenities, the decent conditions, and the colony would be more than enough. So what can we do to offset this? Because I don't think 40% is really that good. Well, here's what I'm thinking. We only have 2 of those there. If we go into the species and look at the Rothaks, yeah, we have 2 of them, and then go to the set rights, living standards, what if we, instead of letting them live in decent conditions, where they get a boost to the rulers and the specialists, their happiness, we can give them Utopian Abundance. Utopian Abundance is we provide everything conceivable for them. There's only 2 of them, though. In return, they're going to require more consumer goods and upkeep. Well, specifically, the specialists and the workers. Workers especially gets a big boost when you give them that. They will go up to 20% though in happiness. So the ruler will be 20% more happy. We'll give him a modifier of plus 20%, and the specialist will get a modifier of 20. Right now they have 10 and 5. That's quite a big boost, because as you know, we have 2 colonists. They are specialists. So they go from 5 to 20. That's an increase of 15. And only having 2 there, it's not going to cost us too much in upkeep. Now, we could also go for academic privilege. This one is not terrible, because as you can see, the workers don't get a boost in their upkeep cost, right? Versus Utopian, it's the best possible you can have, but the price you pay is quite large. Academic privilege, it's only the specialist that goes up. But in return, we go from 5 to 15. So it's tempting to do one of those two. Which one do we take? I'm thinking, well, right now, we can't change this for, I think it's 10 years once we apply it. What's going to happen in 10 years? How many Rothaks will we have after 10 years? Not that many, I don't think. We can probably afford Utopian Abundance, and that will offset, I think, quite a bit of the problems that we're having. Because any worker that we get, we're going to get another pop grown here, right? It's going to be a worker most likely. We'll get 20% in happiness increase. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll take that. You want to change that? There it is. And now we can't change it until, 2235, November 04. Yeah, so it's 10 years exactly. But now, let me go back and check out Maradetta Prime. Well, we haven't seen it yet because it hasn't changed. It should change here in a second. There, 55, 50. Went from 40 to 55. More than enough. Let's see it. Look at them now. So happiness now is the colony 10%, humiliated still, very low faction approval, but Utopian Abundance plus 20%, and then on top of that, high amenities. So that's going to be enough. 50% is not bad. And that goes up then to this number, and so forth. So we're good to go here. Now, let's go back to Militaria. Militaria is still sitting at 42, also pretty low. What can we do about that? Well, we have all the Quenta here, right? So maybe it's not feasible to give them all Utopian Abundance. It's going to cost us too much, I think. We only have a surplus of 3, right? Let's go back in instead and take a look at the Quenta. So if we go to Living Standards, what else do we have? Well, we have decent conditions. We have that right now. Rulers get 10%. Specialists get 5. If you go to Social Welfare, what does that mean? Well, if you compare, the workers will go from 0 in extra happiness to 10. And the specialists will go from 5 to 10. The rulers won't change at all. So that seems pretty tempting to me, because I know in Militaria we have quite a few of these workers. So I'm tempted to do that. How much will that actually cost us? So social welfare, instead of paying 0.25 consumer goods for each worker, we pay 0.5. It goes up with that, and specialists stay the same. I'd say we go for social welfare and try that. If I'm wrong, it doesn't gain enough, then we'll be maybe in trouble, but let's try it. So now, if we go to the next day or two, let's keep an eye on this 42 and the 37 here. 43, 48, close. Not quite enough. Maybe I should have done academic privilege. But 43 is not terrible. Let's go and check out one of those. And I think I have somebody down here. Yeah, there's 4 of them here. So that's 5% happiness. Why is that? Well, there's not really anything improving it. We have 50 as a base, but then we're humiliated, low amenities, very low faction approval. The social welfare can only do so much, right? So unfortunately, it won't help that much. But everybody else will gain more. The Free Elections League, 50%. Social welfare plus 10. So 48, I can live with that. What is the effect? Immigration push is plus 4 only. Not too bad. What we can do here, though, as well, we have clerks available. Nobody is available to work there. How soon can we get somebody to work as a clerk? It's a worker job. We can actually put a robot there. The next one we get, maybe we'll put him in 28 months, in 18 months, put him here, and that will give us plus 2. Yeah, we could also take it away from a mineral, so I can just reduce that and increase this. And now if I go ahead and go 1 day, there we go, -1. But I don't think that made much of a difference. No, it did make a difference. Only -1 and then 51%. Maybe we do want to do that. When you remove somebody from a job like a mineral, we'll lose 5.3. Maybe I'll take that. Okay, we'll stay at 51. Okay, that takes care of Elitaria. And we know we are okay on Marletta. G prime is at 53 already. And we already gave them. Every quinti will receive that boost. So we have here 75. That's not bad. Unfortunately, we have a couple of those conclave members here, 30, but because we have other ones that are really happy, everything is fine. I think we're good to go now. We'll leave it at that for now. Although it looked like G prime was... we don't have a clerk here. Missing 1 worker. We are getting somebody here. 2.48 is not good. Immigration -0.2. Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess. 44 planet capacity and 12. Yeah, it's not much I can do here. Just have to stick it out and see if we can get this one in, what is it, 34 months. We don't have any robots. We can't settle robots. We can move them from one planet to another. Maybe we'll do that, because there is a minor job available. Okay, now that was a long discussion about that. Let's continue with the game. I think I'm okay for now, but we really have to watch out for the Arkawongo Collective when the time comes. Now, there's one more thing now. There was debris here that actually gives us a clue what we can, what this is all about. If we select that, we can view it here. Small blue laser. And I don't have blue lasers. And I think that means that the Arkawongo, they had blue lasers, which is an upgrade from the red laser that we have. So that's going to be good. We'll go there and check it out. We're going to be fine. Remind me in 2235 or a year or two before that we have to have this built back up. Okay, we're repairing here. We have 112 in alloys. We need those alloys, 200, to build up the Fuji station. And I do want to do that. Where is it at? Here. Upgrade 200 takes a year. We can certainly do it, but let's not forget about that. And we want to avoid taking on new sectors here, incorporating them, because that will cost us alloys as well. Okay, so what else do we do? Anybody else here need instructions? No, it looks like we're in good shape here. I'm going to close that screen. And then on G prime we have we have 2 available jobs. What? Oh, buildings. No, we have buildings available. We do have buildings available. That is interesting. Although we don't have anybody to work them. Although we will work them. What's going to happen is, if we put a building in, that's a specialist job, somebody will leave the mining and go into that job. So maybe we won't do that just yet. Okay. Alright, I think I'm okay shape. We'll see now what happens at the end of the month and see if we get a negative modifier here, or if it goes down consumer goods. Foreign empire claims our system. The Arkawongo Collective has audaciously laid claim to the Mestro system. Right over here. So they've laid claim to us. That's not great. And I thought, wait a minute, let me just figure out where I can see that. Well, I was sure I was going to see it here. If I go to claims mode, let me go and find that claims mode again. No, claims mode here. And then if I hover here, but I can't see it here on me anyway. If we go down to Strom, currently unclaimed. This is now claimed at least though, so let's just go with that. We also have a new communication. Migration treaty from the Pobolin League. Theocratic Republic. Now we know the problems we're having with those who are spiritualists. Let me look at the Pobolin here. Aren't they? They like the cold, I think. The Pobolin League. Tundra. Yeah, Tundra right there. And we have Tundra. Don't we have a Tundra planet down here somewhere? This one. Alpine. Close enough. That's a big planet. I would like to get this big planet. Nothing special, but it does have a lot of farming, which would be handy. So maybe we'll accept that. If I accept it though, we're going to take a little bit of a hit. We're taking 0.12 influence. If we accept that, I think I will do it though. We have to work that out later. Fleet combat, yep, that was that, right? Yep, that was that battle we had. There's that, and we lost that. We're now defeated. Okay, well, let's continue. So we're repairing our ships. Yep, they're going to be repaired. And once they're repaired, let's not build any new until we have the Fuyu station online. Archaeological project completed. The dead aliens we found above Barban 3 all died from vacuum exposure, and each individual had a barcode. The Cybrex were known to laser onto the skin of organic captives. That's very interesting. We gain 1 minor artifact. We can always get money for that. And we also gain engineering science or research, which reminds me, where are we at on that? City district is going to be great for us. Remember, that gives us right away more planet capacity. And I think on Militaria at least, we have 6 or so of them. Would be great. 7 months remaining on that. Society research, physics research. I wish we had more weapons, but we'll focus on weapons from now on until 2235. Okay, he's heading back home. Great, you do that. Next time, he's not going to have just a humiliation goal, I'm sure of it. He's going to try to take Mestos. Espionage operation pending event. Gather information. We completed our information gathering operation. Good. Mission accomplished. We get 5 intel, and our infiltration level changed by -5. Mission accomplished. Now, I don't think I can do that again. It costs too much money. But let's check this out here. Espionage. So we lost from, we went from 30 to 25. And we now gained 5 here. We had 29. We go to 35. Now, 35 gives us what? We have low level of government intel. We have low of diplomacy. None here. So actually, it didn't do too much. You want to keep going here, right? We could do it. We have money. We're making 19. Maybe I do want to keep going here a little bit just to get more information. Is it going to be helpful? I don't know how helpful. If we wait till we go to acquire asset at 30, that's going to be 900. But it might be more helpful. I don't know. I haven't used espionage very much, right? None of these is going to help us right away in a war. Anyway, money might be more important if we need to buy alloys. So if we sit here and we go up to 30 at least, and then decide what to do. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, repairs are complete. All of 69 military power. Only 69 for the 2 ships we have? That is terrible numbers, right? Level 1 red laser, yeah, that's not good. We can buy more, and I think I will do it, but...
Construction complete.
Let's wait till we get to 200 and then build up that system. Okay, we have this system now. Let's just go ahead and get our mining stations going. We gotta get as much as we possibly can. Oh, there's Septrum. They took it. So at 200 alloys, Fuyu will be next in line there. Now, we have both of these are actually working away on mining stations. Should we try to get this landed now, finally? It will cost us here, in alloys, how many alloys will it cost us? 75 plus 75, that's 150. It's probably worth doing, though. Although, anybody who shows up there is going to have that humiliated modifier on them, but that might be worthwhile. Let's finish this on Vite, and then we'll go up to Yinin and get them going on that planet. Colony ship, that's there. And that science ship is complete. Oh, actually, let's take this here. Where is it? Down here. Research. Let's do that while we have time. 2235. 2235. Gotta remember that. Before we have them attacking us again, I'm sure of it. We can always go here, and we can look here and see it, but that's... I'm not going to remember that. So there we go. We are losing consumer goods now, but not very much. So that Utopian Abundance helped us a lot on Mordata Prime for a low cost, right? We're in good shape so far. Our population is growing at a healthy pace. What are they going to do in 13 months? We got to think about that too. Utopian Abundance means that even a worker will be happy when they are available here. We can get a building if you want to. But I think maybe we would go for a... If we go for a district, and we're going to reduce our planet capacity. It's pretty high right now. What if I go for a building? Do I need to increase any of these? Maybe not. We have 0 in food now. We're going to need more eventually, but this is not the planet to do that. What would help us here? If I go for something like a civilian industry, that might be what I want to do on a planet like this with a limited number of industries. We can go for a building like this, because we know we're negative, and we're going to keep being negative on there. Let's take that. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, what about Pashardi absorbers?
Technology discovered.
We had espionage going on them as well. 41. Wait a minute, I have 41. We can have 50. So if we get to that, steel technology. Difficulty is 8. Okay, it's routine. Their encryption defense is routine compared to our code breaking. Yeah, so it's going to be we could maybe get something from them, a technology. If there would be a weapon, how much will it cost us to do this? Way too much. 1,600. Let's go to 50 before we decide what to do. Oh wait, we got a technology. City district housing +1. That's great. We can use that. That's on Velitaria especially. So that's our genius, Burmdom Subir. Ah, we get the destroyer. Or the railgun. Now, the railgun. It's a weapon. Doesn't matter what we choose here. He's equally good at everything. Corvette build speed here, and build cost goes down as well. That's tempting, right? The command limit goes up by 10 here. We have 20 right now, but our naval capacity is plenty. Right now, anyway. Do we want to get the build cost down by 5? So if we spend, what is it, 100? $123. We'll basically reduce that by 6. Doesn't seem very worthwhile just yet, because we can't build that many of them anyway. So that's not going to do too much. It's between these two, I think. They take equally long amount of time. Railgun is level 3 now. We had level 2, which would be very good. If we do that, they're good against shields. We know they have shields. I'm tempted to go for this one. Also good to have a destroyer, right? But how much can we do in 10 years? Maybe the railguns are better. Yeah, I think I go for railguns. A straight up direct improvement to our corvettes. Okay, we'll go for that. Now, okay, so now we do have 101, not 69 or whatever it was there before. Okay, it's looking better. Now, if we go and look at the... They are fully repaired. Good. How long will it take us to get the railgun? Just shy of 3 years. Plenty of time. 228. Let's go and get that base built up here. In Fui. We'll upgrade that. Takes a year. That's worth it. The Pashardi, we gotta make sure we protect this area. So the next
construction complete.
Do we want to get... Do we want to get this base at Lisak upgraded with the defensive platforms? No, I think we'll save our points for putting in a missile battery and whatnot on this system instead. I think it's more important to get it to about 1,000 in strength. Although I have no idea if that's going to be even close to be enough against the Pashardi absorbers. I mean, are we going to make it if they both attack us?
Debris analyzed.
We would not be able to make it. Anyway, we got the blue laser, 10% progress, fusion power, and physics research and engineering research. Now, the good thing about that is if we go back into tech and we look at the physics, she's doing the level 2 physics research, applied quantum physics. But if we go down here, we can see blue laser show up here. So it's available now. A particle expert. She's not a particle expert. Okay, well, we'll continue here. She's pretty close. Well, pretty close. 1 month away. There's a science ship. So it's done. Wait a minute, there's more debris. 90 days left. We'll take it. Let's do that. Excellent. We get some more research there. I like that a lot. We're kind of grasping at straws if we're going to make this or not. I don't think...
Technology discovered.
We may not have that much of a chance, but we'll give it a go. So our research increased. That's always good. Physics is good. What do we get? Now, she's a computing expert. Do we have anything? We do have auxiliary fire control. That is an auxiliary, so we can put it in that one slot that where we have the power boost right now. If we do, we gain chance to hit 5. That's right up her alley. There's an awful lot of particles here. I feel I need to do that. We'll take that. It's only 40 months. And she does that very quickly. If you look at the weapon or the ship, I think what we're talking about is this slot here. So we'll lose that extra 20 power generation. We have to switch off our shields maybe, or I don't know. We have to look at it when we get it. Okay, our research went up. What do we have?
Construction complete.
55 in physics now. There is Veet. We are ready in a way. Let's wait with these other platforms, and instead we'll go up to Guram. I'm going to go for that. Yeah, let's do it. The outpost. It's going to take quite a while to get up there. 2 years. 2235 is the key. This is going to be tricky. The final rest. By what has to be beyond astronomical odds, the ISS Hessarian actually managed to pinpoint the source of the odd signal as it soared past through the asteroid belt. A tiny alien construct. A simple scan reveals that it's some sort of a ritualistic container. Okay. There's the remains of an alien spacefarer. Let the coffin continue its voyage. We gain society research, or open the coffin. We'll open the coffin. 22 months. That's excellent. 28 months. Also very good. The more we can get done here, the better it is. We got to make sure we have enough alloys on hand. Consumer goods. Well, we're working on Maradetta Prime.
Debris analyzed.
We get 2 more pops here. That's fine. We can let them work there, both of them, if we need to. We can also think about, well, we have to get more housing to do something about getting another building. Okay, there we go. So we gained more blue laser. That's good. And you're done. What else can you do? Laser level 10 here. Gathering here is 74. Let's go up there before your time is passed. There. Let's go up there. G prime. We have a building there. Population is growing, albeit slow. We can always move the robots around. We can actually move anything around we want, but as far as our resettlement rules, we cannot do any living organism. It has to be robots. We could change those, but I think faction happiness and whatnot would change. What about Unity? 31 months away. Now let's see where we're at on our espionage. 28, still not there. That's good. We're just working away. Not maxed out is what I'm saying. Let me go back here to their capital. Oh, they're hostile now. Yeah, so this could be a problem, right? Overwhelming. How can we survive this? Well, we would have to build up free. How do we do this? If we had unlimited funds, we could build up defensive platforms. We can upgrade them here. They're pretty expensive. I feel they're pretty expensive for what they give you. They give you about 100 more in strength. You can put quite a few on there, but is that going to cut it? And that 20 in naval capacity will go up. Having the orb will go up will be a limiting factor is what I'm saying. Right here we have 24 credits we're generating, and that means we can support a big fleet. But I don't have the alloys. 69 right now. How much longer for Fuyi? We're at 71%. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it with both of them. So what would happen, I guess if they both attack us, the only thing we can hope for is that we can fight one off, have peace, and then fight the other one off. Ancient Cyberx base. Barbon 6. Okay.
Log updated.
That's good. So we have more of that. We recovered 2 out of 6. There's another one here. Let's go ahead and research that. We can also go and put a colony down here on Lisac 3. It's a big planet, 24, 5 blockers, no special features, but there are actually generator districts. What do they want now? Poblin League, they want to have a research agreement. We can learn 4 physics, 5 society, and 4 engineering. They will learn more than we will. But at this point, and do we mind if they learn more? I don't think so. The problem is we're going to be paying more for that. But I think I have to. Any kind of research we can get to give us an edge. 57. I don't see Poblin here or the Rothax. Not there either. And not here. We'll see what's available in 1 month.
Technology discovered.
Utkawongo, wait a minute. Can I close the border? We don't have... The border is open here, actually. I could change. No, we'll keep that. Okay, here is society research, xenobiology. More research. That's good. Raldum, what are you? You're a biologist. We do have a leader lifespan plus 10 years. For us, that's quite good, since we have their max level is very high. We need to live a long time for us to take advantage of that. But we do have naval capacity plus 30 as well. That would take us 48 months. What about this one? 43. It fits him perfectly. Just want to double check here. Poblin research agreement, 25%. Monthly unity plus 2. I feel this one would be maybe the most helpful to get our unity going here and maybe pick something that can help us in the war. Although I don't know exactly what. I usually go for the ones that match my scientist, because in the end you're going to be researching quite a few things. However, if we pick this one, we do get the Poblin. So that's good. That's offsetting the negative of not getting this one. If we take this one, that is going to be very helpful for our scientists. What else do we have? Regenerative hull tissue. Wait a minute. 81 months. Daily hull regen plus 1. And daily armor regen plus 2. Daily. So if we're in a battle, we pull back. Next we gain it up. I don't think... Well, I guess the battles do last a long time. So even in a battle, you would gain a little bit of armor and hull there on that. That is tempting. No, they don't have anything here. No, they don't. But I think I'll take it. 81 months is a long time, though. We're talking a very long time, but we can do it before 2235. I think I'll take that one. Yep, it's going to have to be that one for now. G Prime, we're almost ready to get another population here. That's good. Almost here as well. In 1 month. At the end of August, we'll get this population. It's going to take this spot here.
Construction complete.
We have 1 worker unemployment. We have 2 robots here. There. There we go. Okay, now we're good. We're still doing fine here. All right, what did we get? Construction complete. Fuyi Starbase is now upgraded. So now we have 2 of them. We're going to be paying more for that, but that's okay. We have slots available. And I think the most important thing here is to use them, right? Gun battery for 50. We'll take that, followed by a missile battery. And then followed by, well, the target uplink computer. I think we have to do that. We don't know much about the Pashardi's weapon strength, but it's going to be pretty... Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be rough.
Initiating communications.
Communication, I guess it's from problem again. No, assembly of Tzeki worlds. Wait a minute. Did I miss something before? It almost feels like. Anyway, they're also spiritualist. Establish embassy. Yes, we'll do that. I think that's a good idea. So they're down here, right? Yeah, that's them here. Let's take a look at them. The assembly of Tzeki worlds. Plus 97. They're cordial. Amenable to a peaceful coexistence. We'll keep it at that. That's fine. We have these robots here, but they're too far away, I think. Yep. I think that is all we can do. Yep.
Special project complete.
Archaeological project completed. They're on Debris and Barbon 6. That is Cybrex again, right? So we gain one more artifact and one Cybrex artifact as well, and some engineering research. 17 months until we get the railguns. I mean, I feel almost like what we're doing here with upgrading our ships, is that going to make much of a difference with a naval capacity of 20? We can't have our ships in every single system, right? They're either going to be here or they're going to be over there. But what can you do? So Fuyi is working away here. It's pretty quick to get the missile battery and whatnot. We're making 12. What I probably should be doing, now thinking about it, is we should improve our production of alloys. That's what we should do. So with the population here, well, we can't remove that clerk. That's -1. So if I get another population, that will be 22 months and 56 months. 22 months, we could actually do that. All right. What about G prime? There's a clerk here. We don't really need that clerk, I don't think. If we leave it at that, yeah, it's still fine. Yeah, still fine. There is a building. What can I do on G prime? I can't get anything for... I can do alloy foundry. Only one industrial focus building can be built. Okay, so that is the problem here. And I have the... which one do I have? No, it must be that I have civilian industries that's blocking that. So I can't get alloy foundries on this planet. But I should have done this one. That gives us 2 workers. So if I were to get rid of this one, I can demolish it. That's not a problem. I could do it there. But what about Mardata Prime? Same thing here. But here we can have industrial districts. Population is growing. Oh, we're getting a Zri here. The Zri. 52 of them. Lithoids. So they don't use food, right? No, they don't use food. They use minerals. So they like desert. So that's what's showing up now on Mardata Prime. Okay. Let me double check them again, actually. I want to see what they can do for us. That is very interesting. So they are lithoids. Oh, there we go. Minerals instead of food. Yep. And traditional unity. Okay. And communal. Less housing usage. Okay. Well, that's fine. I don't think that matters a whole lot. Going back to what we were talking about, though. We have one more worker here that can work here. I can always buy alloys, but that's expensive. Well, let's return to that later. I think I'm going to have to wrap it up, guys, but I didn't get that much done this time, but a little bit, I think. may not last that long, this playthrough, I have a feeling. We'll do our best, but I'm not convinced I have the skill to pull this off. We'll give it a shot, though. So, science ships,
Construction
they're
complete.
done. Alright, we'll go up here. There. Where else can we go? Here. You are surveying down here. There's nothing there. Well, let's keep on surveying here. Construction complete. Mining station. Okay, good. So we're done with that here. Let's just keep going and taking these here. Not spending any alloys if we can avoid it. I'm going to get, I guess I'm going to get my full naval capacity built up anyway before 2235. It's not that far away, right? Now, Lisak, the station here at 932, it's back up. What I want to do probably is build that platform, but it's 289. That is quite a bit, and I need a lot of them. Basically, what we have to do, I think, is that we have to assume that the Alkawonga is going to attack us. We'll put all of our efforts into that. And we'll leave Fuyi with that one platform. If the Pashari attacks us, we'll be host anyway. I would think. We have to just assume that's going to be the case. That the Alkawonga is going to attack us right away in 2235. Happiness is still looking good, right? Yeah, we are doing fine on that. We're getting another population here on G Prime. So I cannot put an alloy foundry. I would have to go with the industrial district. That gives me one more metallurgist, and that's what I want. We get also a civilian or artisan working there. Maybe we'll take that now. We'll build that. And then we can maybe remove this building. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I have to leave it at that for now, guys. Come back next time, and we'll see what happens. It's only 28 years in, and a lot of things have happened so far. So we'll see what happens next time. Bye, guys.